If you do go on to enjoy today's video, do me a favour and hit that like button and of course subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. And if you want to avoid the random lottery that is FIFA points, you can go straight to the source with u7buy.com, and of course you can use the code TVM at the checkout to get yourself a discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to the road to glory. Just in case you couldn't tell by the title, today I'm going to be playing a game with my youth team. So it's kind of like a youth squad builder sort of thing. There are two stipulations to this, as we said we were going to do it. There are over 23 players allowed in the entire squad, including the bench. I'm going to try and stick to this. I'm not going to give anyone up in an SBC. I'm not going to sell anyone if anyone is actually tradable. I think they're all untradeable, actually, thinking about it. But either way, I'm going to try and build on it. I've got a main team. We know that this is the youth team. We're going to try and build this. If they release any SBCs that we're interested in, they have to be born after 1997. I'm not going to look at their birth dates and do the maths on that. If they're born 1997 or earlier, then they're eligible for the team. Anything beyond that, they're not eligible, right? Makes sense? Awesome. So, in goal, we have Dean Henderson. I believe he's on loan from Manchester United. At right back, of course, we've got Trent, Player of the Month Trent. Centre-backs, we've got Gomez, and we've got Foyth, of course, of the League SBC. Moving on to the left-back, I went out and bought Angelino. I've bought a couple of players for this team, actually, one of which cost me about 40,000 coins. I don't mind spending money on it, because at the moment, the main team, of course, is basically stuck. We need to improve the right wing, and that's pretty much all we can do until we can maybe unlock a few icons or team of the season comes out, because I'm not going to be able to afford team of the year cards. So I bought Angelino. He slots in at left back. Into the midfield, we've got Barella. One's to watch card, although I can hardly see him ever getting upgraded beyond that. Moving on to Paul Pogba, our first of the over 23s. Born in 93, 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. He literally is there for chemistry. I'm not actually a massive fan of Pogba. We'll probably sub him out at half time. He's a bit too slow for me. Moving on to Tonali. He is, of course, the youngest player in this team so far, born in 2000, making him 20 years of age, thereabouts. Close enough. He'll be our main CDM. He's basically going to replace Kante in this squad. Moving on to Politano, our second over 23s and our final over 23s player. Him and Paul Pogba, both born in 93. Still quite young in terms of real life age, but doesn't quite match up to the under 23s that we want. But still, he's eligible for now. Until, I don't know what happens, right? Because he's on his way to Roma, potentially. If he moves to Roma, does this card turn into a Roma card? Because they can't issue an Inter version of Politano, because it'll be against, I don't know if it's copyright is the right term, but they can't give out a version of that card if he doesn't play for that club. It's not allowed, right, in terms of the rights and things. So they'll have to change that Milestones card to Roma, surely. I'm not sure. Anyway, moving on. Up top, we've got Martinez, who links into Politano, and that will cause me a few problems, actually, because he's the guy who cost me nearly 40,000 coins. He gets a strong link to Politano, and I need that link. Without him, we don't get chemistry to Martinez, so if they do switch him to a Roma card, I'm going to have to rethink this. And then finally, we've got a little Dan James on the left-hand side. Now, I packed him yesterday in a silver pack from an SBC, from a League SBC, and I thought, you know what, I'll just try him. He's not actually going to stay there until maybe Future Stars comes out. I've whacked a little, I put an engine on him, and I've given him an attribute card to make him a gold card, basically. He's still not. He's still trash in places. He can't pass. He can't shoot. He can run. And he can dribble. That's it. That's all he can do. So we're going to give him the ball and let him run and see what happens. But that's my youth team. My bench is, again, all players born 97 or earlier. I was a bit surprised by Dembele. I was not expecting this. I thought he was older than he is. But 23 years of age, Dembele, which is pretty damn cool. I think he's 21 in May, technically. But like I said, we're not going to look at dates and things. Just go by the year. Nice sub to bring on, and the rest of them, of course, are quite young as well. I'm liking Hernandez right now, so Hernandez and Dembele will probably be the two to come on, with potentially Moa Leader as well. The other three, I'm not a massive... I mean, he's alright. Osimhen, he's just too big. I don't like him. He's not... I don't know, he doesn't feel agile. He's massive. That team right there, though, like I said, I didn't want to spend too much on it. I just wanted to throw it together for right now. We will build upon it. I am going to stick to those 2 under 23 rules, 2 over 23 rules, so Pogba and Politano for now. But going forward we may switch them out. I will do when I switch Dan James. I don't know who I'm going to switch him for. We don't necessarily need to have Angelino and Foyth at the centre-back positions because we can get away with chemistry the way we are. So we'll see what we got. I didn't look through the club extensively. I just sort of threw that together. It is going to be the standard 4-1-2-1-2 as it has been. Tonali CDM, Pogba and Barella 2 centre mids. And then I think I'm going to put Dan James as the cam for now and see how he gets on. No, I'm not. I'm lying. Dan James is a striker on the right side. Martinez on the left. Politano is the cam. Let's get into the game. So, my opponent's team is awful. I'm away from home, which I don't like, which means the connection could be quite bad. I don't actually know what's going to happen here because my opponent's team is so bad. I would not be shocked to see him just leave the game. Is he actually going to play? Jesus wept. Okay, well. I don't know how long we'll be in this game for. My opponent's team is dreadful. I was occupied when loading in, so I don't think I showed you, but he has got bronze cards in his team. It's not a great side at all. I'm very confused. He's got a lone... Oh, the lag as well. This is why I like playing home. The connection is horrendous. He does have a lone Jordi Alba in his team as well, so it makes me believe that he wants to play. He's got a bronze team and he's doing me there. This is what I do to people on my main account. I've been playing with a full Newport County side last couple of days, and I've actually been competing against people with like Team of the Year cards and stuff. It's been amazing. Big fan. Might do that on this account actually, build a full bronze team and play a few games. You know, just try and make it a bit fun. Don't try and focus on the main team as much, because last year I did that. And I've been through this loads of times. But in Road to Glory back in like FIFA 13 and stuff like that, it was all about the gameplay and trading. How much can you trade? How much money can you make? Because there wasn't really any other way to make money. This year, last year, maybe even some of he's offside, some of FIFA 18 and things like that. There's been a lot of ways to accumulate coins, and like last year in particular, it really started where we had loads of coins. Throughout most of the year, we were probably sat on about $500,000, and this year now I was sat on $1 million. I've sort of dwindled down to 300k, but I've got 300,000 coins in the club, which is, it's a lot of money really. But I'm not doing anything with it. I don't want to either. I want it there just in case I need it. But it's like we've built that amount of coins. Hello, give me Joe Gomez for God's sake. We've built that amount of coins, and we're just not doing anything. So. I don't even know what my point was because I was concentrating on that. That was it. We've got to a point where the team is so good that it would take millions of coins to improve each position. So I might as well focus on different teams and different tasks. And almost like a comment left in the video a few videos ago where he said about issuing challenges for yourself almost. I mean, we might have themed episodes where maybe someone in the comments gives us a player to use, whether it be a good player or a bad player. Hello. Oh, come on, click on. If he clicked on, then we would have scored all day. All day, every day. But yeah, maybe we pick an episode once a week or something like that. We go through and pick a player from the comments and say, right, we'll build a team around him with what we have in the club. And we'll see if we can win the game. Or maybe we go into a game with a full bronze squad or something, like a full Wickham team or a full Newport team or whatever it may be. Don't know why I chose Wickham. It's just the first team that came to my head for some reason. Let's see if we can get a goal in this game though. There's someone at the door as well. Can we score? Oh, banger! You don't get that with any other Road to Glory. Someone who just scores a goal and just buggers off. I mean, that was a hell of a celebration. I ran around the garden. It was crazy. What a goal that was. Anyway. The Amazon man knocked the door. It's typical, isn't it? Always the way. I've been sat here for ages. Dan James scored the header as well. I've been sat here for ages, and I've been waiting for it. And then I thought, right, I can't wait anymore. I've got to do this video. I sit down, 5 minutes into recording, knock at the door. It's mad as well, right? Because Amazon people around here, they don't normally knock the door. I'm waiting for it, and then it doesn't turn up, and I'm like, right. Let me look on the app. It says, it's been delivered. They say handed to whatever, resident or whatever it says. And then they say left behind wheelie bin. So how did they hand it to me if it was left behind the wheelie bin? And they never leave it behind the wheelie bin. They always like prop it up against the wheelie bin. Someone walking past could easily see it, but you know, it is what it is. Don't know why I'm moaning to you about Amazon delivery drivers, but hey ho. I'm out of breath, man. Angelino, Pogba, hello, little flick with nope, okay, fine, I hate this game. Listen to me. It's not what I wanted to do, game. Listen to me, there we go. That's what, I mean, it was on the wrong foot, right? But that's what I wanted. He's got a 5-star weak foot. That's what I wanted to do. And it just would not listen to me. There are some comments, we will go through them. This guy is, I don't know why he's playing with the team that he's playing with. I will show you his side at some point. I don't know why he's playing with the team he's playing with, because he's a good player. It's really confusing. There's absolutely no way this guy doesn't have the coins to build a better team, because he literally has discard bronze cards, and they're not even good discard bronze cards. They are sort of 50, 60 rated cards. I've no doubt in my mind that I've won the game, but he's not easy to play against. He is actually quite difficult to get the ball off. I don't mind playing like this. Now, passing, this is fine. I've got the utmost confidence in my player's ability and my ability to beat people. Like, running past him here, not a problem. Playing it across and scoring a goal, not a problem. But when he has the ball, I can't get it off him. It's quite bad. There we go, they're 2-0 up, we should be fine now. It's G, says, loads of button delay in champs. I'm so close to just calling it a day. This is one, I mean, that's not one of the reasons why, or the main, sorry, it is one of the reasons why. It's not the main reason why I don't play foot champs, but if it happens in Rivals, who cares? It happens in Rivals. But if it happens in Weekend League, it's different, because it's like, well, that kind of ruins a game, and I already have to play a concentrated number of games within a short space of time. Oh, that's poor. And it just means I have to go play another one, or I have to battle through nonsense before I can win the game and move on to the next one. In Rivals, it's like, oh well, it is what it is. I don't mind just leaving, to be honest, you know. Oh, what a terrible touch. You could tell he's a silver card. If Future Stars comes out at the start of February, because of course we've got the rest of this week and next week for headliners. You know, if there's any decent youth players that come out in headliners, we could maybe pick them up, or even a couple of decent over 23s. I mean, Politano kind of has to stay in the team because of Tonali. But Pogba and James, for instance, I'm more than happy to switch those two, because they're not... Oh, hello, that's a pen. That's my fault. This guy has got bronze players everywhere, and he's about to score. Good on him. Yeah. What was I saying? Pogba and James are the two players I don't mind switching out, to be fair. I mean, I don't mind switching anybody out, really. Oh, he saved it. Would you believe it? My under-23s keeper. That's going to be a big problem, actually, is the keeper. I've obviously gone for is it Henderson? I've gone for him mainly because he was English and he was under-23, and I had him in the club already. But look at that for a touch. But I am going to struggle to find a decent keeper under the age of 23 that fits chem-wise, because most goalkeepers, good ones at least, are actually like fairly old. Oh, he slots it in. I don't take any pride in winning this game. It means nothing to me because this guy's team is so bad. If he had a better team, I genuinely don't think I'd beat him. See if I can show you his side now. I mean, I say that, you're not going to get to see the cards. You'll get to see the... I mean, look at that. He's dominated possession. He's passed it around really well. You'll get to see the player names. You won't get to see the ratings or anything. I mean, look at that. How many of those do you recognise? Jordi Alba. Camarasa, maybe. Sarabia up front. I don't recognise anyone else. I'm gonna keep the team the way it is. I'm not gonna switch it at all. What am I reading? SBCs are a rich man's game, other than the odd, well-priced ones like Vardy. I mean, Smalling that they released yesterday, which we will complete in today's video, by the way, because I know it's a centre-back, and I know it's almost pointless because we have loads of centre-backs, but because it's dynamic and it's unbelievably cheap, or I say cheap, it is cheap, but I think it's reasonably well priced. I think he'll do well for I think he'll do well for objectives. You know, moving forward, if we need any Italian league like teams or anything like that, it's nice to have it. Plus, it's not going to cost me any coins. You know, I've already built it.
it's just a price of it. Oh, hello, price of an inform, really. Yeah, I'm all right with it. So we'll complete that. We'll get that. But no, I think, yeah, the Headliners promo in general, most of the cards, I've not looked at the prices of any of them, really, because I'm not interested in any of them. But the prices of them, I would imagine, are quite high, and they're not easy to pack. I've seen people open, like, thousands and thousands of FIFA points. Why is Joe Gomez taking my free kicks? And not pack them, which, obviously, is a joke when you think about it. Like, how is a casual meant to pack one if someone opening thousands of FIFA points can't pack them? Oh, there's hardly any power on this. See the lag then? Jeez. I mean, there's a bronze keeper, right? Anything could have happened, but it didn't power up full. That was a mess. That was an absolute mess. Anyway, it is what it is. Should be fine. We should still win this game. I'm still confident, you know. So yeah, in terms of the rich man's promo, I get it. I mean, it is, to an extent, but there are some decent SBCs. I would not be surprised if EA released a lot of decent SBCs this week and next week in particular. A lot of sort of 83, 84 rated SBCs for sort of decent to mediocre cards, you know? Oh, what a banger. What a banger that is by Martinez. What a goal. I wanted to try this card for a long time, and I would not be surprised to see him get a future stars, even though, technically speaking, I suppose he already is a star. But it's a bit like, who did I say the other day? There's a player, I can't remember who it was. There's a player who, Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham is young enough to get a Future Stars card when that promo eventually drops. However, he's already a star in my opinion, so I wouldn't give it to him. But, I mean, he could get it. Let's have a look to see if we can make it 5. Drill this into feet. Let it go. Behind you. Oh, nearly. Chris Wiz, thank you very much for the kind words, my friend. Says, I like your vids. By the way, your style of humour is great and keep up the good work. I appreciate your kind words. If I'm looking like to the left all the time, it's because Liverpool Man United has just kicked off, and as a Liverpool fan, I'm unbelievably nervous. Liverpool haven't lost in the league or at home since April 2017, and if there was one team we don't want to lose against, it's Manchester United. So let's hope that that doesn't happen. Oh, hello. Can we bring that back in? There we go. It's a bit naughty, really. I mean, this guy's not a bad player at all. Like I said, with a better team, he'd beat me. And I do feel bad about scoring so many goals on him, but I do like to score goals. I don't know. I feel like, is it rude what I'm doing? It's a game at the end of the day, I suppose. Does it really matter too much? I just feel bad that I'm scoring like cheesy goals as well. Like they're not even like, I'm not even like trying to score bangers. I'm literally just cutting the keeper up and scoring sweaty goals. Is that a bad thing? And we're going through the middle again here with Dan James. We're going to go through on goal. Dan James around the keeper and in. And I really hope he gets a Future Stars card. The problem with it is it's going to be like 87 to 90 rated and it's going to be mega expensive. This guy's actually making subs as well. He's doing what I did the other day, although he has less chemistry and no cohesion whatsoever in his players. The other day, like I said, I was on my main account and I dropped a few divisions because I wanted to try and get some packs for rewards, and I wanted just to drop down to have a couple of easy games so I didn't have to grind it out, so I could just get like a mega pack or something. I just wanted to finish rank 3 on my other account, and I feel bad for him now. Is he genuinely trying to waste time? Because if he is, and oh please, stop! I can't take it anymore, sort of thing. If that's the case, then I do feel really bad for him. But I can't just sit here and do nothing while talking over a video. I dropped down, and this guy's team name was something like "You're not gonna win" or "Too good for." That was it. "Too good for you." That was what he was called. He was called "Too good for you." Is he offside? Jesus. So I thought, right, well, I'm not having that. I had a full Newport team, all bronze. I did have a formation set up just in case something like that happened. And I played the entire game. I lost 3-1, but he had Ronaldo, he had Dybala, he had an Icon from Icon Swaps, and I scored against him. Is that a Dan James hat-trick? I scored against him, and I was happy with that. And I took more pleasure from that one goal than I have done from any of these 7 here. And in particular, mainly in other games that I play. thing is, right, I don't want to like badger him and go for and try and take the ball and score loads of goals on him, because obviously he just wants to run the clock down. He's had enough. He knows the game's done. He's not going to try and score any goals. I just feel bad that I'm just sat here for you guys, really. It would be cool to see you review lesser known cards, hidden gems. I packed an untradeable prime version, Veron, a player I would never have thought of buying, and I love him. Headliner Sanson is a good little card too. Yeah, I mean, I used to... The thing is, right, I can't win on the internet. I'm sure no one can. But this guy's literally given up now. He just stood on the edge of his area and he just brought his keeper out. I used to do loads of player reviews of lesser cards, cheaper cards. And, like 84 rated and under. Some cards were 80, 81 rated. And people always used to say, why don't you review the big boys? Why don't you review the big cards? And it's because I can't really afford to go out and buy, 500,000 coin players every day. And you sell them, you lose 5% on tax, which is 25k per 500,000 coin player. It's a lot of money and of course, that's assuming that the player price remains the same. There is a fair chance that the player price will drop, and then you'll lose tax on top of the sale. So I can't afford to do it. I don't have the money. And the other thing is that the views just aren't there for player reviews for me this year. They are for everybody else. I don't know why. There are a few other people who I was not beating, because it's not a competition. Well, they might see it as one. I don't really care how many views they get in necessarily. But when I go to upload the video, at the bottom it says similar videos, and it always comes up with someone else who's reviewed the same player. Makes sense, right? They've got 10, 12,000 views. I upload that, I get like 2,000 views. Even if I'm the first one to upload it, I still don't get as many views as them. I'm not moaning about it, but it's just that those are people that last year I had a lot more views than, and this year they've got 4 or 5 times the amount of views that I do. So I've kind of tailed off from doing player reviews this year. Lob. Oh, that was cheeky. That was cheeky. Yeah, so I've just tailed off from doing as many player reviews as I used to, really. Like, I used to do loads. Back in FIFA 18 in particular, I would do like 3 or 4 a day. I really went for it in FIFA 18. But I didn't really sleep a lot through FIFA 18, genuinely. And I'm a bit older now. I know it's only a couple of years, but I am a bit older. Ooh, hello, took a boot to the face. And I can't really do it anymore, and I don't have the drive in me to do it anymore, especially as the views just aren't there. So, it is what it is. That guy's team, man, absolutely horrendous. What was he thinking? It's not me moaning, by the way. It's just an observation. So that was the comment there. There's a comment that I should have probably addressed within the video, within the game, so I could have just, talked about it at length. But I didn't really want to focus too much on it, because I have focused on this before. AFG says, I don't really know where this road to glory is going anymore. You only play pointless rivals and squad battles games, and you grind league SBCs to open awful packs. So basically, he's just listed everything you could possibly do, bar draft and weekend league. And then he says, you open pointless packs with one goal player in it. Play weekend league and see how far you can get with your team. Think it will make this much better. The problem with doing that is I don't want to. I hate weekend league with a passion. If you get a bad connection, you probably won't win the game because of that connection, and then that just means another game you have to play. You have to then try and fit all those games into a 2 or 3 day period where generally I don't want to play that many games. I just don't like the game. No, that's a lie. I do like the game. I can't stand the nonsense that comes with the game. Right, well, I've made a tackle there and I've won the ball, but somehow I don't have the ball, and now I've just conceded a goal. You know what I'm talking about. Balls going through players' bodies and all the rest of it that goes with it. I'm happy to sit there and play a few games of Rivals at my own leisure with random fun teams. Don't mind that at all. But going into Weekend League is a different kettle of fish. The other thing is, what does it really matter? What's the difference between Weekend League and Rivals? The only difference that I can see is the rewards, which you've just said yourself you don't really care about. So, I get it. I do get why people want me... What am I doing? Smalling. I do get why people want me to do foot champs. Not that it's like said in every video, please do foot champs, this is boring. I do appreciate you for appreciating what I want to do, if that makes sense. But I will play Foot Champs again this year, but probably not until they change the rewards of it. And I know you're thinking, well, they're not going to do that. They do. Through Team of the Season, they issue Team of the Season cards. That's when I'll play it every week. Up until that point, I want to just be able to play it casually and enjoy playing it, you know? The best part of FIFA for me is doing the packs. I love opening packs. It is the best part of FIFA, and has been since FIFA maybe 17, possibly even FIFA 13, to be honest. I do like playing the game, but in moderation. I don't want to play 20, 30 games a weekend. It's just, and that aside, I've got to do videos as well. So it's not just the 20, 30 games. It's the extra 10, 20, 30 games for other videos that I have to do as well. So it's just too much for me to play in one concentrated sort of 2 or 3 days. I will do it again, but not for a while. I'm enjoying it. If you guys find the Road to Glory boring, I genuinely do apologise. But if I played Weekend League, I would be, I don't know, I just wouldn't be enthusiastic about the series, about the game anymore. I'd burn myself out with it, and I would genuinely just hate turning it on every day. As it goes, I actually don't mind turning it on every day, and I do genuinely have fun on the game. If I played Weekend League, it would burn me out far too quick. So hopefully you guys can sort of appreciate where I'm coming from. I know most of you do, but anyway. I know the team I'm giving up there for Smalling might look a bit excessive because it's only an 83 rated team and I do have an 85 for Binu in the middle, but that's the third one that I have. We gave up one, we have this one, and I have another one on the transfer list. That was the second Tarkowski that I had because I packed him like 2 or 3 times, so I'm using him. Most of the cards, in fact all of the cards, are cards I had in the club. I haven't bought anyone. They were already in the club, and it is what it is. I'm happy to give it up because that Chris Smalling card is very good. I did like playing with it. He's English, so it does kind of fit with Joe Gomez if we do want to, for whatever reason, build something like that. And it's dynamic, and I don't really want to, for the sake of like 30k, and it wasn't even that because it's the sake of what I had in the club, I don't want to miss out on what could potentially be an 86, 7, 8, 9 rated card. If he gets a January upgrade, this goes to 86. If Roma win 4 in a row, this goes to 87. If he gets an inform, goes to 88, and that is 100% possible, and to be honest, quite likely to happen at some point as well. So for 30k, more than justifiable. I'd love to see more SBCs like this, you know, sort of the 30, 40, 50k mark SBCs with cards that are actually very good that you would not normally use. Smalling is decent, but he's not good enough these days. This card is good and has the potential to get even better. That's what I want to see. I do like it. I don't know how many games I'll play with it, probably not that many at all, but you know, I'd rather have it and regret doing it than not have it and regret not doing it. Does that make sense? Anyway, without any further ado, we are going to end the video right there. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I hope you kind of understand where I'm coming from with regards to Weekend League. I had fun with that youth team, by the way. I think I will play a few more games with that over time, and of course build into maybe a different team as well. Building different teams and trying out new players, like I would never normally have played with Dan James. And okay, my opponent wasn't the best because his team was dreadful, but Martinez actually proved to be quite good. I love Dan James, and Angelino wasn't that bad. The goalkeeper made a couple of decent saves. It was fun. I genuinely enjoyed myself, and I think if it was against a better opponent, I would have enjoyed it as well. But let me know what you think about the whole sort of challenge idea with regards to maybe you guys dropping a player in the comments, me picking him up, building a team and playing with it. And I shall see you guys in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, and until then, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.